Hello friends, this is Barbara from Wigs and Fluff. Now today I don't have on a new wig. This is an old wig. This is the Crowd Pleaser by Raquel Welch. Now I bought this wig over a year ago, and when I bought it I wasn't happy that it didn't have bangs. So I wanted to do something about that, so I cut some bangs into it a while back. They're still a little on the long side, but I kind of like the swept to the side bangs with this. So today's video is how to cut bangs in a wig where you just really want to. Now this wig here does not normally have bangs. It has swept to the side type bangs, but they're long and they just kept falling into my face. So I tried to cut them, and over here I cut this piece. I'm not sure I cut it right, and I'm still not sure I'm liking it. It's still a little long if you ask me. So I'm looking at cutting this again. Not that part. That part I can fix. I can just tuck that under. And this part here should go to the side, I think. It pretty much should go to the side. So when you're cutting bangs, the first thing you want to do is to section off what you're looking at cutting. Just section it off. And the rest needs to go like behind your ear, and maybe I always keep these clips kind of handy that you can clip it back so that isn't in your way. And on this side here, this all needs to go back. See, I have a couple of others that need to be cut bangs into. This is not right. There we go. You have to find just exactly which part you want to cut, because it's a very delicate process and you don't want to make a big mistake. You just want a few bangs, not the whole thing cut. This is another type of clip. Any type of clip will do. So there are the bangs that I'm working with. Okay, so you want to comb through them. And I've got a long piece, see, right there. I'm not sure that belongs. We're going to put that back there. And I'm just going to concentrate on what I did before, so you can see my problem. So here are my scissors. And I'm going to, well, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe that piece there does need to get cut. So I'm going to try that. All right, so you take it, and of course you put it in between your fingers and you trim up like that. Very carefully, a little at a time, a little at a time. Now, this one has poof. Can you see the poof? So I don't really need to do much. But if you want it to poof out more, you can use a hot comb or a hot brush, hot air brush. One of those ones that you use to curl your hair. So I'm kind of liking this length. And when I cut, I do like this, up and down, a lot of times. That's called kind of dirty bangs, but it's just a little bit more uneven. So let's see what I've got now. So I'm going to take the clips out, and then I'm going to look and see what I think. Now, I think I need to go a little bit more. See, this part over here, I don't think I should have clipped that originally, but that's okay. That'll go back inside here just fine. But what I'm concerned about is this part up here. And so I still want to go a little bit more. We'll see. Just a little bit more. You see how I'm doing that really easily, carefully? Little bits at a time. You don't want to just take a big, huge chunk off like I did over here. That's not a good thing to do. That was a mistake. So it'll go back in there and it'll be fine. I've been wearing it like that. Now, this is a lace front cap. And when you put on a lace front, I don't know if I've ever done a video on lace front caps, but you can see, maybe you can see the lace in here. You get it, your head, you get your wig in position with your ear tabs and down here by your occipital bone, occipital, and then you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that feeling of scratchiness will go away. And your wig is glued, pretty much glued in there. So I think I kind of like that. Sometimes I'm thinking I should have clipped this side more. I think I might go there. I am fearless. I am pretty much a crazy person when it comes to making bangs and making them fit right. There, I like that better. So, just a little bit more. And that gives you an altogether different look in your wig. Altogether different look. And it doesn't bother you so much to have that hair hanging down like that. That is a pretty good job. A pretty good job of cutting wigs, cutting bangs into a wig. I think that is about as good as you're going to get on this one. So I'm going to take off the crowd pleaser. Oops. And I can show you that lace while I have it off. There's quite a bit of it. This is an old one, so it's got makeup and stuff on it. But you can see it goes all up in here. There we go. All up in here. You know, that's got quite a bit of lace. So you have to meld it into your forehead, like holding it down, doing this with it for about 10 seconds. Some of you that don't like bangs and wear wigs without bangs and wear lace front know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the Phoebe. This is the Phoebe. So let's take a look at her and see what I think. Paula Young Phoebe, I think. All right. Now this one, I love this color. This color red is just thrilling to me. I love this color. I think it's a pretty little wig. All right. It's rooted in everything. Now, I think this one is fine. You see the wig, the bangs go to the side and they don't bother me and they're perfectly fine. So this one I'm going to keep like it is. This one's fine. I picked out like 4 or 5 that I thought I would check and see what I thought about. This is, I don't know which one this one. Oh, this is the GAYLE. This is the GAYLE. I wanted to check and see with the GAYLE and see what this one needs. I put this on before and I wasn't sure. Now, I don't wear it down like this, to be sure. I wear it in a pony. Okay, so now this one does have bangs that are problematic. So what I would do with this one is I would go ahead, let me get my little, got a red one, sort of goes with what I got, and put it into my pony back here, just the low. That's what I do with these long wigs. I put them into one of these low ponies like that. So, and then, so now I'm left with the bangs and what to do with them. So I can leave them like this. They kind of want to go to the side, but they're naturally like this. I haven't touched this wig. I haven't cut it or touched it or done anything to it. But it seems to me like the bangs are a little bit unruly. Let me tuck that back there. Just a bit unruly on the GAYLE. And it really does. It drives you crazy. It really does when they act like that. Of course, it's me. I have no fear when it comes to doing this. I've cut bangs into a lot of wigs because I really don't look good with my hair slicked back or with no bangs at all, because I have this wide forehead. It's short, but it's wide. 3 inches from my hairline. Now, if you were doing dirty bangs, what you would do, and this is a little trick I saw, you would give it a twist. See that? And then you would cut got a little bit of hair in my eyes. Might be a good idea to wear safety glasses when you cut because of the hair that gets in your eyes. You don't want the hair in your eyes. Plus you have a scissor right close to your eyes. So, okay. So now what I would do is I'm going to use a little wig wax on my bangs. And see if I can get these to come down better. No, I don't want that. I don't want that cut. That's the side there. I don't want that cut. You say that this part here naturally wants to go to there. That's better. That's better. All right, let's look and see what that does. All right. So if I'm wearing it back like that, that feels a whole lot better. A whole lot better. And it's slightly side swept because these bangs want to be side swept. They kind of do. So that feels like it's a lot better. There's that ponytail I made. And you can make that into a little bun. If that's too long for you, you can certainly make it into a bun and make it shorter. But this is a perfectly beautiful wig, the GAYLE. And I don't have my earrings on today, sorry. I just didn't put any on. So I think this one for the GAYLE, I like that. I think that's gonna be good. And I think that's all I need for that. Just enough to get it out of my eyes and it's still swept to the side like that. So I do wear the GAYLE. And especially when I want a pony or if I want a bun, a low bun, because it's perfectly fine for old grandmas like me to wear a pony or a bun. Perfectly fine. Okay, now this one we have is the heather. Here comes the heather. And this one I've already done something to, just a little bit. Like I say, I do this all the time. Okay, you can, I have cut up her bangs a little bit already. This is that pretty heather, and this is in light auburn with gold blonde highlights. This reminds me of Paula Young Spun Gold for some reason. but this is an Aesthetica wig. So, okay, so you can see that I've already cut up a little bit of those bangs. First thing you do is you take your clip, some kind of clip. I use the bigger one, the purple one. And you clip back everything you don't want to cut. There we go. I'm doing this all the time, playing with my wigs like a teenage girl, trying to get it right, because I don't like bangs in my face, and I have a small, not a very large forehead, only 3 inches. And most of the time, these bangs are at least 4, most of the time. So it creates a little bit of a problem. And when you're doing your bangs, don't do them on the wig head. If you're thinking of putting it up on a wig head, if you've got one and you're thinking of putting it up on the wig head, no, that's not going to work for you. It's just like cutting bangs in your own hair, in your very own hair. And it's mostly trial and error. Sometimes you mess up, like I did a little bit on the crowd pleaser. The first time I did that, I cut it a little bit too much. Now I'm going to come in here and do some of this kind of stuff. Hairdressers do this a lot. All right, so I've got this. Now I'm going to take this clip out and see how it looks. We're going to do the comb. Oops, I got the comb upside down. And I think I'm going to have more cut on this heather wig. Let's see. Well, that's not too bad. That doesn't bother me too much. I kind of like that. I think I might keep that the way it is. I kind of like that. And if I want to cut it up a little bit more later, I can do that. This is the lovely heather wig by Aesthetica in light auburn. Love wearing this wig. It's a very, very pretty wig. One more. And this one is the Sierra. I wasn't sure about whether or not it needed it or not, but I'm going to put on the Sierra. Now this is the one that is in the bob, where it comes down long in the front and short in the back. Remember that one? And I realized that some of the bangs in the front were rather long. You remember how I had trouble with this thing in the back. And now, some of this is supposed to go back, remember? That's the way it's supposed to work. So it kind of meets in the back, kind of a ducktail type thing. But it's not really wanting to do that very much. That was a problem. But now as I turn around, you can see there again, my little short bang, my little short forehead is causing a problem. So I can either do one of two things here. I can sweep them to the side and do it like that and just cut a little bit. I've already cut, I haven't cut on this one at all. All right, first of all, I'm going to get the side out of the way. And this side out of the way. Now what's left is what I have that's bothering me. No fear, right? Just a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time is the key. Now this one, I might give these a twist and do the dirty bang thing. Let's see if I can do that. See how I twisted that? Because I need a little bit more off. Once again, it might be best to use safety glasses because you're going to get hair in your eyes if you don't. Now let's unclip and see how that looks. See if that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. That's better. But I've got some more hair in my face. I need a powder puff. I need a powder brush. No, not that one. I need one that's like this. I need to get all that hair. It just gets everywhere. So sometimes you just have to brush your face. There we go. Now you can see that it looks pretty good, but I still have a bit of a problem hanging down right there. I don't want to point with my scissors because that would be foolish. Because I could easily stab my eye. I don't want to stab my eye. But we know how to cut bangs. We're women. We do this all the time, at least most of us. And unless you're just someone who always wears your hair back off your face. I'm just accustomed to it. I've done it all my life because I was always a bang wearer since a little girl. So my mother used to do it for me. And then when she quit doing it for me, I did it. Comes a point in time when mamas don't want to do that no more. Your hair is your problem. I like that. I think that's good. Brush my face off a little bit more. All right, now, see, a totally different look, isn't it? And it doesn't, I mean, it's not like I'm taking it away from this part here because that part doesn't want to go back like I want it to anyways. It'll go there momentarily, but then it just flops back. So, I mean, I used to wear this kind of a hairdo long ago when I had hair, and short in the back and longer in the front like that. See, that's a little bit better. See in the back? That's a little bit better. There's a wrinkle in this hair right here that just really bothers me. It should lay down better than that. But then you get these variances in the wigs. So I like this. I think this is very good. Very good. So I might use some wig spray right now. And this wig, these wigs that I've used do not need to be curled up. They just don't. If you have bangs that just want to flat on your face, almost like they're stapled in, you might try the wig comb, the hot comb, or the curling brush, the hot brush, and to try and on a very low temperature. That's the key, very low temperature, and that will help you. See, now I really like this wig, except for the back, where it's kind of that part there. I really don't like, but now I really like the bangs. I think the bangs here are fixed. I really like it. Put the wig wax away, and I'm done overhauling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wigs. So this is what you can do to personalize your wig and make it your own. You can cut bangs. And I've been doing that since I was a little girl, and you have to have it on your head to do it. You can try and put it on a wig head, but if you do that, you're not going to get it just exactly where you want it. And you might want to wear safety glasses, honestly, because you're going to get a lot of hair in your face, and having a little poof brush around, a little makeup poof brush, really helps to get all those hairs, because they get in your eyes, they get in your face, they get everywhere. I've got wig hair all around me now from where I've been trimming. Okay, I want to talk to you about something else now. How love, we've been talking about love, and how love is a fruit of the Spirit. Love is an action, a willful choice. It's not an emotion or a feeling, and it comes from within us, in our spirit. The love of God is in us as Christians. We love because He first loved us. The Holy Spirit comes into our lives as we are believers. And with the Holy Spirit indwelling us, we have to love. God rejoices and is glad when we show gratitude with hearts of joyfulness and love, because love is a fruit of the Spirit. It's the Spirit in us, this Holy Spirit in us, coming forward. God requires that we love one another. And that is when we allow the fruit of the Spirit, love, to grow in our hearts. This is the Sierra wig in Strawberry Swirl. This is the one I named Vanilla Swirl because it's more vanilla than strawberry, and more brownish vanilla, I would say, than strawberry. But this is the Sierra in Strawberry Swirl that I have altered and made my own. So that's my story for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.